Hello everyone, this is Leo. So this is just a little teeny announcement for this video. There was a much longer version of this video, which would have been like a bit more than 3 hours, but I asked some of my friends and they thought that was too long, so instead I have that version of the video privated, and there'll be the first link in the description down below, down there. And if you want to watch that version, you can. It's just basically the tribute section is longer. That's about the only difference. But yeah.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see her when you close your eyes, and maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see it when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, oh, and you let her go. Oh, oh, well, you let her go. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Not trying to be indie, not trying to be cool, just trying to be in this. Tell me, are you too? Can you feel where the wind is? Can you feel it through all of the windows inside this room? 'Cause I wanna touch you, baby, and I wanna feel you too. I wanna see the sunrise on your sins, just me and you. Light it on the run. Let's make love tonight. you'll never be alone. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Maybe I'm right here. I'll hold you when things go wrong. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here. We were shot like a jacket, so do your zip. We would roll down the rapids to find a wave that fits. Can you feel where the wind is? Can you feel it through all of the windows inside this room? 'Cause I wanna touch you, baby, and I wanna feel you too. I wanna see the sunrise on your sins, just me and you. Light it up on the run. Let's make love tonight. Make it up, fall in love, try. Baby, I'm with you, but you'll never be alone. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Maybe I'm right here. I'll hold you when things go wrong. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here. Girl, give love to your body. It's only you that can stop it. Girl, give love to your body. It's only you that can stop it. Girl, give love to your body. It's only you that can stop it. Girl, give love to your body. Girl, give love to your body. But you'll never be alone. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here. I'll hold you when things go wrong. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here. I'm with you from dusk till dawn. Baby, I'm right here.
Baby, this love, I'll never let it die. Can't be touched by no one. I like to see him try. I'm a man for your touch, girl, I've lost control. I'm gonna make this last forever, don't tell me it's impossible. 'Cause I love you for infinity. 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 Oh, darling, my soul, you know it aches for yours, and you've been filling this hole since you were born. Oh, 'cause you're the reason I believe in fate. You're my paradise, and I'll do anything to be your lover, be your sacrifice. 'Cause I love you for infinity. 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 bottom of the ocean, where the time is frozen, where all the universe is open. Love isn't random, we are chosen. And we could wear the same crown, keep slowing your heart down. We are the gods now. 'Cause I love you for infinity, I love you for infinity, I love you for infinity, I love you for infinity.
Can I call you baby? Can you be my friend? Can you be my lover up until the very end? Let me show you love, oh don't pretend. Stay by my side even when the world is giving in. Oh don't you worry, I'll be there whenever you want me. I need somebody who could love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, girl, I swear I do the worst. If you stay forever, let me hold your hand. I can feel those places in your heart no one else can. Let me show you love, oh don't pretend. I'll be ready, baby, you know I'll sink or swim. Oh don't you worry, I'll be there whenever you want me. I need somebody who could love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, girl, I swear I do the worst. I need somebody who could love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, girl, I swear I do the worst.
I don't know how to start this video, but I guess it's better just to get it off my chest. So, a lot of people have asked me, why have you slowed down on role plays? Well, this video is to explain my reasoning why I'm retiring from role playing altogether. Now, before y'all get upset or get your pitchforks, let me explain why I feel like I just can't do it anymore. Let's first go back to the days of Skype. Remember that app? That old one with the blue circle with the S in it? Yeah. I started role-playing around the time when I found that application. And I was about 9 years old. at that time. And I started role-playing on servers such as, I think it's called Decimation, if I remember correctly. And also the Crafting Dead servers and a few others. I just pretend role-played. I didn't actually start like fully role-playing and having it recorded and stuff until I was 12 years old, which that's a pretty young age for someone to start doing that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to try and see what I could do. And from there, it led to me meeting someone named T-Farts. We aren't on good terms now, but back then, the reason they contacted me was because I was watching Seth's video, one where he was announcing we need more actors, and I took a shot in the dark, and he contacted me because at the time he was in his group already. I set my audition, I gave it a shot, and I got in. Then the first roleplay we recorded together was a Fallout recording, and that's how I met one of my best friends, and one of my best friends, like Sage and Psycho. We started role-playing as Fallout. My character was supposed to be basically a double agent for the villain, keeping an eye on everybody. Sage was explained to be a mutated wolf that we never got to fully explain why she got mutated into a part human. We probably would have if we continued that series, but we only recorded, I think, like 3 episodes, but then I tried to check it to get the footage for this video, and I can't find it anymore, so he deleted it. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? You know, he didn't want it on his channel anymore, I'm guessing, so he got rid of it. But anyway, from that point on, we started doing more role plays with Seth and his group, and I met a lot of amazing people along the way. The few noticeable ones I want to take note of are Happy, really sweet individual, really good at art, and all around really funny. Then we have Steph. That was her nickname. Well, back then she went by her. I don't know if she does now, because I haven't seen them in a long time. But she was also funny and hilarious, and it turns out when I went to check on her channel, she's doing art too. Pretty nice. And I hope you're doing good. Then there was Shadow. She's pretty nice too. She was more of a shy and recluse, but once you got to know her, she would open up to you more. Really sweet individual. And I've met so many other sweet individuals through being able to be in Seth's group. And there was one noticeable roleplay that we did that kind of blew up for all of us, which is Wars of Destiny. Now, none of us expected that roleplay to go kaboom, you know. We weren't expecting it to do that good. So imagine our surprise when we found out it was doing really, really good. We had no idea that it was doing that good. And honestly, it was interesting. It was the first time I ever played a villain, and people really liked how I portrayed Lord Shadow, like how I showed him. I showed him to be sadistic. I showed him to be very playful with his enemies. I showed him to be very tactical. He was a very interesting character to analyze for a lot of people. And some people maybe a bit too much, but that's besides the point. We ended up doing 2 seasons of it, and when I was in the group, we were going to do a season 3, but I'll get to that in a second. And after some time, we started to make another studio called Sarcastic Studios. Now, this was supposed to be for like all of our role plays from now on, with a bunch of other people. But everything was going fine, but there was some times to where I kind of felt like I was pushed aside. In fact, a lot of people felt that way, because Seth didn't really talk to a lot of us much anymore because he was focusing on other stuff. Now I understand he probably had a lot of life stuff going on, but it's like weird to help you, you know? And during this time, it was 2019, and that's when the car accident happened. Now, most of you who've been on this channel know about that and know what happened, but the basic bare bones of that situation is I got into a car accident, nearly lost my life, and I had to learn to re-walk because my foot got, in short terms, very fucked. So I had to learn how to re-walk, and I was gone for about 2 years from this group because I had to learn how to re-walk, and at the time I was a bit overweight, so I was working on losing all that, which I did. And then when I came back, though, I saw that the group had fallen apart very harshly. What do I mean? Well, what ended up happening when I was gone, Seth and I think Dal was his name, ended up getting into a lot of arguments about leadership and how to run the server. And eventually it led to the groups splitting apart, not working together anymore. Now, again, I would show screenshots for this, but I left that server long ago just because I saw that a lot of the people weren't getting along anymore, so. But, let's see. And after that, Seth was hosting, it was auditions for his role plays. Now, the auditions, I've tried going back to his group multiple times. I've tried reaching out to him through Twitter. I've tried reaching out to him on YouTube comments. Like, I've tried everything. And he wouldn't respond. And I had no idea why. But it turns out someone on the inside, won't say who, gave me some information that would explain a little bit. Apparently I got accused of something I didn't do. Now, they wouldn't elaborate on what. Probably because they didn't want me to get upset, most likely. I have asked them what it was, but they came out and told me that they aren't fully sure either, because Seth won't say to everyone else what it is. So basically, I got accused of something I didn't do, and now he won't let me back into his group. And that's why I ceased contact with the man. Now, nothing else really happened in between those besides a controversy with T-Farts himself when he was trying to date a few of the female actresses. I won't get into any specifics. I'll show some screenshots of that. It's just, I don't want to give too much detail on what he was doing because it was not good. I'll put it that way. Then, of course, I already previously discussed the Sarcastic Studios drama, and now there's this. I didn't know what I did, and I know they won't reach out and tell me, so what can you do? Then I heard that they were going to do a WOD remake. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know if they're doing it still. I doubt it. And the reason why is because I reached out to Seth on my other account that I had before it got hacked. Yes, my old account got hacked. That's why I don't use it anymore. I use a new one. But on the old one, I asked him specifically if he wanted to use Lord Shadow. Please just change the design. That's it. Not a giant ask, right? Especially since I created the character in the first place. Instead, he sends Allie after me. Now keep in mind, I haven't spoken to this woman in years. And she said hello. I said hello back. She said, I guess you know why I'm here. And I said, probably because of the Lord Shadow thing. Otherwise, the only reason you would be here is if you needed something from me. And what I'm referring to there is I bought her a computer a while back. Like, not one that's super good at gaming, but enough that it could run the game. So, That's what I was referring to in that. But she told me that, what did I say to Seth? Then I sent the exact same message that I sent to him to her, which was if they wanted to use Lord Shadow, all I wanted was them to change the design a little bit. That's it. Then she goes and says this to me. Technically, because there is no court-ordered document saying we can't do it, we can still use it. Really? Last I checked, that's not how ownership of characters works. But she basically just went on a long rant, saying if I didn't have a court-ordered document telling them they couldn't use it, they were going to use them regardless. So, what did I do? In that moment, I almost went full-on villain. I almost took them to court. In fact, I was this close, taking them to court. But then I thought about it. I sat down and thought about it and put my emotions aside. Is it really worth getting this angry over this? The conclusion I came to was no. So, what did I do? I just told them, fine, if you're going to use Lord Shadow, then whatever. And I blocked them both. Haven't spoken to them since. However, if they are both watching this, which they might be, since I'm crediting them, since they did help me achieve a lot of fun times with role-playing, even though they pulled that shit on me. If you two are watching this, do know that my DMs are open to talk to resolve the situation peacefully. Alright? Just join the server I have below and find me. You know who it is. Trust me. And speaking of anyone in this video I credit, you are more than open to contact me if you want. Except for like maybe 2 individuals, one of them being T-Farts, this, which leads into another controversy he caused. So I was in a group called Moonpoint Studios. This was hosted by me and Emily, a person that's a fan of WOD that I said I would help do the role plays. Oh boy, can of worms did I get into. Not a good one. So what ended up happening with this one is that at the time I was single and I started dating her a little bit, which isn't a giant deal. But T-Farts tried to join the studio. The reason why that is important is because he tried joining my studio before. But the issue I had, he had good ideas with role plays like Star Wars and stuff, but the main issue I had with him is that even though he knew it was my studio, he tried to control it like he was the one owning the server. And I immediately put a stop to that because I wasn't about to have that crap going on. Then when he reached out and tried to, want to roleplay again, I decided to give him one more chance. I know that might not have been a good idea on my part. I get that. But the reason why is because I thought everyone deserved at least one more chance. So I tried. Oh boy, that did not go well. So what ended up happening is that he drove me and Emily apart and we broke up because of some lies he told us both, which I didn't know they were lies until later. Then he got together with Emily. Yeah, shocker. Then he was second in command of the whole server, but it felt like more like he had Emily on a tight leash. He was controlling the server because he was running it like a military. Like, you have to be here at this time, and then we have until this time. It's like, this is supposed to be for fun, not make us feel like we're doing a fucking 9 to 5. But then he brought someone else into the server he called Cat. Supposedly, it was a really good friend of his, and she would help him basically keep the server controllable. Yeah, not great. And me and a couple others started to rebel against him. In fact, before Emily accepted Jess's invitation to date, the screenshots I showed earlier, I sent to her, all of them. So she was fully aware of the stuff he did in the past. So she could make a decision if she wanted to risk it or not. And she said that she would think about it, and I told her, keep this between you and me, because I know exactly how he would react if he found out. But instead, she was dick-whipped and showed the screenshots to him. How do you think he reacted to that, knowing I had that kind of dirt on him? Not well. He basically banned me and said to fuck off and never talk again. Then, Emily would check on me. I said I could be doing better, but whatevs. Eventually, I was let back in because I guess she made a decent enough case. Then, Red, a friend of mine, and I gained from being in the server, and me were trying to figure out how we could dethrone T-Farts. And the reason why is because of a situation that happened. When I got banned, the first time, I made a video exposing how my vulnerability, how I felt about the whole situation. I was crying, I was really sad. And I gave it to Emily, only to her, specifically to view. Turns out, though, she gave it to Jess, and he shared it with the entire fucking server. That's T-Farts' real name. He showed a private video to vent on why I was upset at another person to an entire server. What the fuck? So I ended up deleting the video because no one else was supposed to see that video. Okay? Because that video was meant only for Emily, because so she could understand how I felt. But instead, this guy takes it, puts it on the entire server, and tries to use it as evidence saying that I'm a horrible person. A lot of the people in the server fell for that, except for two, which was Red and Nine. And they heard my side of the story. I showed all my proof. And they apologized for what happened. They showed all the proof. Then Jess got demoted. He did. He got demoted down to a mod. And then I got brought back into the server. Then, after that, is when I got back into the server. Everyone apologized. I was still pissed at everyone, though. Especially Sage, because Sage was one of his victims and should know better than to fully trust him. And she believed him. Until I showed him the proof. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, that was fun. Still a little pissed at her about that, but I've become more lenient about the fact. Then after that, that's when me and Red and Secretly 9 were conspiring on how to dethrone Jess, because we could see what he was doing. Because he got his power back because he manipulated Emily emotionally to get his power back. That was not cool. So we tried to figure out a way how we could dethrone him or something, and we realized the only person that could do it would be Emily herself. So we figured out what we were going to tell her. What we were going to tell her. Then we invited her to a call. We started ranting and telling her she needs to dethrone him, take away his power, because he's not being responsible with it. And it sounds like she was listening, but then she left the call for a bit, and it turns out what she did is she went to Jess, and she spilt the guts of, she said 2 members were trying to figure out how to get rid of him. She didn't say who. Then she came back into the call, and she was weirdly silent for all of it, but we continued to vent on. And it turns out, behind our backs, she was recording us saying all of that and showed it to the individual that we were talking about. Yeah, you can imagine how well that went. He didn't kick us because he knew if he did, he would be in deep shit. But he said that we were on our last strike. And I told Sage, I told a lot of people about what Emily did. People got really pissed at her. But then, after so much convincing, she finally dethroned him, put him down to a mod, and kept him there, and would not give him higher authority. Then we planned and left the server, and made another group without him in it. And how can we guarantee he can't join? Well, I banned him and Kat, both from the server, so neither of them could join. Call that an insurance policy. But we all left that server, and then that new one we started. Then, if you're wondering how I got the screenshots for all of this, I still have access to that old server. So, yeah. That was one of the servers I could recover on my new account. But, what else? From there, then, we made another new studio with Sage's group. I forget the name of the studio, but I'll probably pop it on screen somewhere here. But, let's just say things were going really well until a situation that happened that shouldn't have. So everything was going like super well. Some people had little arguments here and there, not a big deal. But then a giant bomb happened that shouldn't have. But before I elaborate, what happened here is that Sage apparently wanted to get rid of Alyssa, which is Psycho's name, which I switched constantly between the two, but Psycho had her main roles were was decoration and buildings. So she would build buildings and build props for us. That was her thing, and voice and body acting. That's it. That's all she was supposed to do. But Sage said that she was banned because she didn't help with scripts. Mind you, that's a role that Psycho said she did not want to take part in because she wasn't good at writing scripts. But she banned her. Sage banned Psycho because she, quote, didn't help with the scripts. And me and a bunch of other people knew it was BS. So I went and talked to, well, before we get to that, a bunch of people left. I'll note a few people. Zeno, very sweet individual, and I felt so bad for her that she had to go through this unneeded stupid drama. And if she sees this video, she can contact me if she wants. She doesn't have to, but I just would really love to talk to you and apologize a bit more personally to you if you would allow me that. Then a guy named Nightmare Gold left as well. I won't say his nickname, but he left for about the same reason, because he knew it was BS, and then a bunch of other people left. Like, half of our server went bye-bye because of this. And then, after that, Sage had a full-on mental breakdown. Well, I say full-on mental breakdown, but I didn't really see it. All I could tell is that she was freaking out because a bunch of her people, especially some of her favorites, left, and she just lost it. Then after that situation, I went and talked to Psycho personally to see what actually happened, because Sage wouldn't tell, at least not her side, other than the fact that Alyssa wasn't helping with scripts, which I knew was bullshit because she wasn't on there. But I talked to Psycho and I got the actual reasoning. Now, I'm not gonna divulge the full reason, just because a lot of it is kind of icky. Like, really icky. But the most I will say is that Sage wanted to get rid of her to get close to someone else. Yuck. I won't say anything more than that, from what I understand. And she also just wanted to get rid of, again, Psycho, because, yeah, and some other stuff. And some other stuff I won't bring up. And the reason why that, in particular controversy, hit me hard is because I've known both of these people since I was 12. I've known them for the same amount of time I've been role-playing. And Sage refuses to apologize. Which makes it even worse at the fact that she knows she's in the wrong and won't apologize. It really, really frustrates me. Because I want them to be friends, you know? They're like the only two friends I have from that group that still got along. But then that happened and they separated from one another. It really, really sucks. At least I can still talk to them though. I may not be able to have them in calls together anymore, but I'm more than happy to be able to talk to them. Just sucks it can't be on better terms. Then the only other controversy I'll make note of is that, well, we were gonna record, it was Silvermoon, seasons 1 and, seasons 2 and 3, which the nicknames I gave them were Dark Ages and Bloodbath. Now, I won't say fully why, probably because the video that comes out before this will spill the beans on why that is, but yeah, anyway, it's just, the whole situation just kind of stacked, because what was going to happen was I was going to purchase 3 to 4 months, which, by the way, for the one I needed for the server to run perfectly, would have been $40 a month. We probably would have needed around 4 months. In case you don't do math well, 40 plus 40 is 80, plus another 40 is 120, plus another 40 is $160. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, that's pretty damn expensive. However, what I was going to do was going to save up money and spend that, and I was also looking for animators and music writers for it too. Now, the only thing that we had to wait on was me finishing, before all this, was the resource pack that had all the weapons in it, which I did finish. I finished that and was ready. Which, by the way, that took like almost 3 fucking months. It also took that same amount of time to write the scripts for those 2 seasons, because we were being very meticulous and careful with how we did it. And, well, we had pretty much everything ready, besides this part. People's schedules aligning. Now, when I originally discussed it with a bunch of people, they said they could do it. But then a lot of people started disappearing. Not being able to be online and things like that. Because I was waiting until I could get everyone's schedules like committed so I could actually start doing it. The problem being is that now they're too busy. Now, I'm not gonna bash on them for that, because life is unexpected and crazy. It would be unfair for me to get upset about that. The only part I am upset about is that if your schedule changes, please alert me. And only like 3 people out of the entire server told me this, so I could try to work around everything. Everyone else did not, though. So that was really frustrating. And then eventually I called it off because, well, it's just not worth it. And now we're here. I've looked back and realized that I've been doing this for 11 years. Right now I'm 23 and I started when I was 12. That's 11 years of my young life doing this. And I've been in 20 plus groups. And there's always a consistency. Everyone starts out great at first, but then, boom, drama, unneeded lovers' quarrels, and so much more. That does not need to happen, but it does. Then the groups split up. Don't do stuff with each other anymore. It's just doing this for 11 years and then always having drama, always having people arguing, always having people have lovers' quarrels or doing stupid reasons to hate each other. It really weighs on someone's mental toll. It takes a mental toll after a long, long time. And I would say doing it for 11 years definitely has taken a big mental toll on me. And, well, I'm officially saying here and now, this is my retirement video from roleplaying. After this video's conclusion, I'm done with Minecraft roleplays altogether, and probably other kinds of roleplays too. It's just, I've been doing it for too long, and then Minecraft space is just, I've realized it's become a bit too toxic. And I'm sorry to everyone that wanted to have me help them. It's just, I just can't do it anymore. I've seen too much drama. I'm done. Can't do it anymore. But before things finally conclude on my end, well, I'm going to show you guys a physical representation of how the things go. First, I'm going to show all the canceled roleplays here. So that way you can understand how much there really could have been if it got past the writing stage. You know? Enjoy. be showing us all the role plays that I appeared on screen and that were actually recorded and fully uploaded. And I will say there is one with me in there. Well, there's two, because I just thought I might as well put them up there while I was attributing to all the roleplays that I've been in. So enjoy this segment as well. coming to the conclusion, I will say, throughout the 11 years I've been on the role-playing groups, even through the ups and downs, I'm happy that I had the experiences that I did. Because I got to meet a lot of amazing people through it. And you know what? If I had to go back, I wouldn't change much besides getting rid of the drama. And you know what they say? When one door closes, another opens. Thank you to everybody that has helped me, that's been there for me during these role-playing times, and every fan that was made during this time. And just keep in mind, be good people. Make sure that if you ever want to do role-plays, just be careful. This is Lord Shadow, signing off. Remember, there is always more you can do to help. Peace, everyone.